Hello YouTube, it is your boy B3, back with another kicking action figure review. Yeah, I've been saying I've wanted to get more Ultra action figures. It's my favorite line for Ultraman right now. The Ultra Monster Series DX is still my favorite for Kaiju, but for Ultras, the Ultra action figure line is really good. They're the same scale as figure arts, right? Less articulation, no real accessories and whatnot, blah blah blah. Obviously they're going to be lower quality. I can usually get these between 10 and 20 bucks, which is awesome. They have fun articulation, good for kids and adult collectors. And if you still want to buy a figure art every now and then, your Ultraman figure arts will still scale relatively well with these, which is awesome. But yeah, they're just cheaper and I can get them better. Also, the figure art for him is over 100 bucks right now, and I'd rather have this than the Ultra Hero series. So, bada bing, bada boom. Ultraman Zero Beyond. This was the form Ultraman Zero got in the Ultraman Geed show, which I did watch, and I already have a Geed, so I've reviewed that as well. Check that out. Lots of Ultraman stuff on this channel. But the packaging is pretty cool. You guys know I like to show you unique foreign packaging. You got a picture of the figure and some info on the front. You got a nice window. Up top, you got the name, picture of the character. On the side, you have a picture of the character and of the figure. Bottom info. Picture of the figure on the side. Lots of legal info on the back. And then, of course, just some product shots, some posing. I guess that says 17 points of articulation. I honestly don't know. That is a guess. So yeah, let's bust Ultraman Zero Beyond out of packaging. And here he is out of package. The Ultra action figure, Ultraman Zero Beyond. Yeah, he's one of the best Ultras, honestly. Love Zero. He's got too many forms, but I love him. So yeah, Zero Beyond. Really unique design for Zero. If it wasn't for the head, you wouldn't even really be able to tell that it was Zero. So that's pretty cool. He's an improvement over some Ultra action figures, because every Ultra action figure I have really just has side to side on the head. The heads don't want to go up and down and stuff, but this one goes up and down very well, holds the place. You can tilt his head to the side like he's questioning what you just said. I mean, better head movement than on the other ones I have. That's an improvement. His arms don't move as well, but that's not because of a change they made with how they do their figures. That's just because of the character's design overall. You see he's got the shoulder pads here, so it doesn't come up as far this way, or as far this way, or go as far back. But to be honest, you still get enough range. You get the range you need, right? Like if you want to do a classic blast, you have the range for that. You have the range to do plenty of action poses. But yeah, so you saw that articulation on the arm, bicep, elbow bend, wrist swivel, and then 2 fingers move at a time. So they kind of started doing that on Ultraman right before they stopped doing that on Kamen Riders. A little fun fact for my Toku collectors out there. Nothing on the torso, which I don't mind too much, but I would have probably liked like a joint here right in the middle on the ab. Not a crunch, but more like a swivel, kind of, you know what I mean. And then the legs, you got a really good in and out. Really good in and out. Forward. Not much back because that butt. Got a really good knee bend. And the foot's on a ball peg, so like up and down, side to side, ankle pivot. Really anything you need the foot to do, it can do. So articulation, for the price, good. Pretty good. And if you think about it, they're a little cheaper over here. I mean, a little more expensive over here in America, because these aren't distributed, really, in America. Not this line. The figure arts are, and that's pretty much it. Even though Super Riot is trying to expand Ultraman to America. Like, they're really, really going for it. They really want Ultraman over here. And it's a good time to do it, because the superhero genre is, still going strong, but it's going to wind down soon enough. And Ultraman is the superhero genre. But also, the monster genre has been doing very well recently. It's going to be the next big thing after superheroes, I think. So, that works for that too, because Ultraman also, lots of monsters. Yeah, that's articulation. And you've probably already gotten a pretty good look at detail and paint by now. He's shiny in some places. Well, he's really shiny everywhere, but it's duller some places than it is others. Like the head's the shiniest part, the body's not as shiny as the head. He's got these nice crystals painted. I like how they put crystals on Ultraman now. I think it looks nice. You know, ever since Jenga, they've really liked crystals on Ultras. Not every Ultra gets crystals, but they have been, you know? It looks good. Not really painted on the back. If it wasn't a cheaper figure, that would bother me, but once again, it's a cheaper figure. I feel like they could have used maybe just, I don't know, maybe just a tiny bit would have been nice, but I can live without it. It's going to be facing forward in the display anyways. So, we talked about all that. Now let's get to size comparisons. First up, here's Zero within Ultra Monster 500, EX Red King. What it do? You know, obviously he's too big for that. But I do want to show him with one of the regular Spark dolls, just so you can see that he is a bit bigger than the standard vinyl Ultra figures nowadays. Here's one of his buddies, Jean 9. Yeah, see, he's bigger than Jean 9. So that's that. Pitter patter away. What, you want to see like a monster art? Y'all like monster arts, right? Here, it's Godzilla 2002. I almost said 3, but it's 2. So that's that. I prefer my monsters to be a bit bigger than Ultras, which is why I like him with the DX line. I think they go great together. I'm going to show him with one of my favorite DX figures, Skull Gomera. See, look at that sizing. That's great. That's a fun sizing. I thoroughly enjoy that sizing, right? But yeah, I'm going to show him with a Seijin also. Those Seijins are aliens, by the way. Just thought I'd point that out. But I guess I'll show him with Iron. This was a villain from Ultraman Zero, the Revenge of Belial. One of Belial's generals. Belial, sorry. So, yeah, that's that. A little big for him, but Now, how about I pull out some Ultras? Here's Zero with an Ultraman from his line, Ultraman G'd Primitive. So, you know, they fought together and they scale well together. I think, you know, if you liked Ultraman G'd, those are definitely figures you should invest in. Another relatively recent figure. This one's a 6-inch, the Sophie Spirits Ultraman Ginga. Which, you know, is a little tall, but that's just what it do, fam. That's just what it do, fam. Now, I did mention earlier that these often scale well with SH Figure Arts Ultraman figures. So I'm going to pull out fancy SH Figure Arts. His dad, Ultra 7. So I feel like the Ultra Action figure line is just a tiny bit bigger, but once you have them all posed up, you won't even be able to tell. Plus, Ultra 7's a Showa Ultra, which aren't as bulky as our modern Ultras, so that's that. Also, he doesn't have his slugger on top of his head, so he doesn't look as tall. That's there also. Maybe I should have used Orb. No, I'm glad I used 7. Whenever I do a size comparison and need a Figure Arts Ultraman, I usually do 7, because Orb is in a display where I can't really get him, so are my other ones, so that's usually my go-to. And another super articulated Ultraman. Here is the father of Ultra from Ultra Act. Remember, Ultra Act was a 6-inch line also, and obviously too big for Zero. Of course, you got to show him with Spark Doll-sized Ultra Hero Series figures, because that's what they make the most of now. So here's the Ultra Hero Orb, Ultraman Orb Thunder Breaster, using Belial power, which is Zero's arch foe, obviously, which is why Zero was in G'd, because G'd is Belial's son, Belial's son, whatever. And just one more, a 6-inch Ultra Hero Series from 2009, Ultraman Xenon from Ultraman Max. So that's what he's going to look like with all these different Ultra lines. So, final thoughts on the Ultra action figure Ultraman Zero Beyond. I love this form of Ultraman Zero, and I really like this figure also. It scales well with what it needs to scale well with, I feel like. I wouldn't mind a monster line like this, however, I'm almost sure they're never going to make one. When it comes to the monsters, unless it's the most popular of most popular monsters, they really just focus on the dolls, the vinyl dolls. Even the ones they give DXs to are still just vinyl dolls. So, yeah, if you have a kid that likes Ultraman, this would be a good figure for them. If you're an adult collector that likes Ultraman, this is a good figure for you also. For the price, this is a good deal. I really like it. I got mine from Hobby Links Japan. Just so you guys don't ask me in the comments, oh, where'd you get it? And if anyone still asks me that in the comments, then I'll know you didn't watch the whole video. If you just watched someone always asks me, hey, where did you get it? That's normally the first thing I say, but I'm going to start saying it at the end. Just to force you guys to watch the video. I'm salty today. That's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll see you all later.